Hi, I'm Courtney. I'll be talking about sensation and perception psychology via a mind map. I'll be focusing only on one of the senses today. That will be the structure and function of the visual sensory system. Our senses are the front line of how we interpret the world. They are the gateways that translate physical energy into signals our brain can understand. This first step is called sensation, the detection of external and internal stimuli. And without it, we couldn't balance, navigate, or even recognize danger. But sensation alone isn't enough. Enter perception, our brain's ability to make sense of these signals. It tells us when it's cold, when the sun is bright, and when a sharp note belongs to a symphony. So it turns raw input into meaningful experiences. Take vision, for example. In our eyes, we have two types of light-sensitive cells, rods and cones. Rods detect light and motion, helping us see in the dark. Cones give us colour, vision, and sharp detail in daylight. So these sensory cells kick off the transformation process of light into electrical signals. The transformation process is called transduction, which is the process of converting that physical stimuli into the electrical pulses and then transmitted by neurons in the brain's communication network. So neurons pass signals across tiny gaps called synapses, and some synapses are excitatory, which encourage the neuron to fire, others inhibitory, acting like brakes. And prevent overstimulation and allow the brain to focus. So the balance between excitation and inhibition is crucial for accurate perception. Through transmission, these electrical signals travel along specific neural pathways to the brain. So visual data, for instance, travels the optic nerves to the visual cortex. Comparatively, auditory signals go to the auditory cortex. Each sense has its own pathway and destination. So the brain then processes using bottom-up processing or top-down processing. So the bottom-up is which builds perception from raw sensory, and top-down is that connection to our prior knowledge and memories in order for us to make sense of things. At times, these systems can malfunction and perception can break down. And an example of that is prosopagnosia or facial blindness. People with this condition, they can't recognize familiar faces anymore. So it's a reminder of how complex perception really is. And ultimately, we use sensation to gather information, perception to interpret it, and cognition, so our thinking and memory and decision making, to respond. We shape our own version of reality. Thank you.